Well, we're the Kurtzes. I'm Laren.
I'm Averil.
And we went in 1974 to teach at the secondary school, Institut de Lukonga, the Lukonga Institute, in what was then Zaire. And we were there for 3.5, nearly 4 years, till '77. One of the difficulties that we had at that time was communication. And whereas now cell phones are the way to communicate, and in Africa, rather than putting in landlines, they've got cell towers, much cheaper, and everybody can communicate with a phone basically instantaneously. It took 6 weeks for mail to get either direction from the States to where we were, or from us back to the States again. So it was very difficult. On 2 occasions, I flew to Nairobi, actually, to be able to talk with my grandfather, who was not well. And other than the communication that we had with shortwave radio with Lubumbashi, which was 1,000 miles away, it was very difficult to make any kind of communication there, or to be able to meet with the folks. Later, when we were there, they managed to put in a runway a few miles away in Lubero. But initially, there wasn't one, and the closest runway for a plane, which was a grass landing strip, was in Beni, which was a good 2.5 hours drive away, 3 hours drive away. We were up in the mountain, and it was cool there. It was sweater weather all year round. Even though it was right on the equator, it was 5,000 feet elevation. Well, Beni was down in the lowland, where it was the hot and kind of not steamy jungle, but almost very hot where you went, territory. So what would happen was that when the Union pilot or anyone would want to come up, or bring anybody from the division or whatever,
bring something for us.
Or bring something for us, yes. He would fly in a Cessna, a little single-engine Cessna plane, and circle the school and figure out what they had that was reasonably heavy in their pocket or in the cabin, and tie a note to it and try to drop it in the school to say, "We're going to Beni, come and pick us up." So that was the first information we had that they were coming, was this plane circling around.
And whenever the plane came and started circling, everybody ran outside and stood looking up. It was the excitement of the day.
Yeah. So then somebody would have to go in a Land Rover and go pick them up and drive 3 hours.
So they would have to wait 3 hours until someone came down there. But that was accepted.
So yeah.
So we had interesting times.
Later on, they put in a runway, a grass strip there in Lubero, and that solved the problem. And in fact, Gary Marsh, who taught here for a number of years here at Andrews, was the first pilot there.
Yeah.